look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stops.
The fans are ready for this one. The booth's shaking underneath us, guys.
Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Gets it out fast. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
And the Utes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll run play action. Puts it out of the air. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. On the run, it's Parker. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Bounced off his feet.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Dampier. It's complete on the right side. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The Utes racing to the line in the hurry-up. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. And the Utes are moving quickly down the field. On the move. Can't get him to the ground. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
change now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Really nice play call there by the defensive coordinator as well. He was trying to do something aggressive to stop the momentum of the offense. They look pretty good on this drive. They were marching the football down the field, but on that critical 3rd down, the D coordinator dials it up, the pass rush at the right time, trusting his guys up front to get it done, and they're able to get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's got it down the middle. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, this offense is given a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity, because 1st and 2nd down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable 4th down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in, it's hooked. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Motion from the back. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Trying play action. Finds his tight end. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers, it freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
On the direct snap, it's Johnson. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
The Cornhuskers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that drive.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. off, do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it to the right side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. To the air, it's Dampier. He's going for a big play downfield. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. The Utes send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The handoff to Johnson. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Raiola. Quarterback now breaking the field. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
That is not good news for this offense, guys. I mean, the defense only brought 3 on that play, and they were still able to get after the quarterback. This O-line has got to play better.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Oh, the attempt is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Got him downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone, too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field, and you saw that right there.
Makes the grab. Touchdown, Utah! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Setting up for the extra point and the top. And they tacked on the extra point. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Already find a hole in that secondary. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
That is a total bust by the defense. You can't go out there with 6 DBs and allow a wide receiver to be that wide open, make the catch, and then even make a nice run after it. Somebody made a big mistake in the back end.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Looking to throw, it's Raiola. That's reeled in, it's Johnson. Ripping up the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10.
22 water. 22 water.
They'll go to the toss. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you're running back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save ahead and just get out of bounds.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll send the back in motion. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Grab behind the line, it's Taylor. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Caught in the backfield, it's high. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's taking the shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Got it set up on the outside. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The Huskers want to move quickly. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Quickly complete. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
Past the 1st down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Making side adjustments here. Sends it back in motion. Misfired on first down. Back to the air on second. He'll get rid of it. Got him, and nobody's close. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Husker!
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Corner's going to give them room. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, Utah.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wilson to pass. Unleashes one deep. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Utes will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. go back to work on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. He's got him. Hard running there. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense has taken everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. They'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. The receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
They'll give it to the back.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
The Cornhuskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give out of the gun. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Steps away. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
And the Huskers line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And we saw it last week with this offense, right? They know who they are down here. They're going to be physical. They gave him the football, and what did he do? He rewarded you with 2 touchdown runs. I look for this offense to continue the physicality and hand that man the ball again.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. There's still plenty of time. You see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Got the 1st down and more. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
He'll take a deep shot here. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Utes! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that's exactly why you do play action. You freeze linebackers, you freeze safeties, you open up spots on the field and take big shots. The offense capitalizes and gets the big touchdown.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. UConn is getting dominated today, and you know, the folks in stores deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 35 to Ohio State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Using his feet to buy time. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Wide open downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
From the gun, running back on the move. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Huskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Taylor. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make the play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Wilson will throw. Under fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
And the Utes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Utes will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Opening play of the drive from the 39. The offense changing the play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's high. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Steps away to find some room. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. The give on the counter. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
The Cornhuskers have this offense rolling. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Grab behind the line. It's White. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Caught in the backfield. It's Hooks. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They'd hoped to get him in space, create running room, and there just wasn't anything there.
Yeah, I love the 3rd down aggressive, in-your-face defense, not giving you any room to run down the field. Great job by the defense. They saw the throw, the quick pass, reacted to it, got him on the ground for a loss.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings. Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Wilson to pass. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. The snap sets up to throw. Looking to take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not